obviously this film did make me want to go to Greece. It did make me want to eat loads of Greek food. However, was it a decent sequel? Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week, and then movie reviews just like this one here at the weekend. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free, and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above in case you are looking for something else to watch this weekend. Yes, I went to see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, which I was, really excited about when I saw the trailers for it, and it was really hard to find out when there was going to be showings. There were 2 showings at my cinema, and I would like somebody to let me know in comments, has this had a theatrical release in the US, or has it just come onto HBO Max? Because obviously, as the opening titles were playing, it said in association with HBO Max, and the feel of the film feels like it might have just gone straight to HBO Max. It's fine. Like, it's a harmless film. You're revisiting characters that you spent 2 films now with already. You're kind of like getting to kind of see the characters as they go further through life. So we're not just back when they were getting married. We're not just like now they're parents. We're like, right, okay, now they're becoming the head of the family. And there's a poignant moment where sort of Nick says, you're the head of the family now, that you see in the trailer. I'm like, that's an interesting moment in the film. I thought that would be a more kind of significant moment in the film, but it was an interesting moment in the film. So we can see from the trailer that the gang are traveling to Greece for this reunion, which is kind of the very loose premise / plot for this film. So, sorry, I'm incredibly sweaty. And I use the term plot quite loosely, because I said at the end of the film, I'm still just kind of waiting for a plot to happen. Like, I'm waiting to find out what the plot is, because again, it's harmless. There are funny bits. It's, nice. But it's just a load of kind of scenes cut together to make this like movie. It's not really like, oh, here's the start and here's the end of the first act and the start of the third act. Like, it's just, oh, we're sort of like looking out into the Greek Sea now, and I know it's the Mediterranean, by the way. We're looking at this like olive grove now, and we're all on a plane now, and kind of like just click together. So yeah, there's this reunion premise where we're going to see the village where the dad, the famous Windex, everything's from the Greek dad that we know and love from the first 2 films. He's unfortunately died, and we're going to see his village and find his friends, and there's going to be this big reunion, and the mayor of the village comes and picks them up from the airport, and it's like, but then there's like, oh, we're all going to get together to have a family meal. Oh, we're all going to get together to have a family meal. Oh, we're going to actually go and have a vacation. It's like, oh, what else could we make them do next? It's a bit like they'd run out of ideas, and they were like, oh, what should we have them do next? Oh, let's have this character and this character have a conversation about chicken. Let's have this character and this character go dancing. Let's have this character looking out for sea, and then she's suddenly having a conversation with someone else. And when I say that the scenes are kind of cut together loosely, they're cut together loosely, but not very well. There's one particular continuity error that really annoyed me, where 2 characters are hugging this third character, and the position of the arms changes from shot to shot. Now, it's not quite as obvious as some of the continuity things in Pretty Woman, which is just the most fun to watch because you just watch for the continuity all the time. But like, at one point, they go in for the hug, and the person number 3's arm definitely goes over person number 1, but then you see them from the other side, and person number 3's arm's definitely below person number 1, and then you sort of go back to the arm being over again. But then you see another shot where the 2 people that were hugging person number 1, person 2 and 3, have completely switched places, and then when they kind of like stand back, person number 1's all the way at the end. It's continuity was not great. And it's almost like when you kind of are cutting together a YouTube video, for example, and you do kind of too quick of a jump cut, or you do like dissolve into something else, but like, you know, your Star Wars cuts and what have you, and it's like, okay, so let's have them looking out to sea, but then we're jumping to them sitting down. Okay, so let's have them on the back of a donkey, but then we're jumping to them being on the beach. It's like, it was just a little bit jarring. However, I talk about the audiences that I saw my films with. The audience were all, the majority of them were significantly older than me. There was probably somebody of an age with me, but it was generally an older audience. And this was 5:30 on a Saturday. It wasn't like, you know, we're in the middle of the day here. It's not a silver cinema. But they were having like the best time. The guy in front of me was killing himself laughing, and like, you know, when you're kind of laughing at a joke and you go, you know, say, let's use Mary Poppins as an example, what's the name of his other leg, you know, I know a man with a wooden name named Smith, what's the name of his other leg, he'd be like laughing and then repeat it back, like he'd be like what's the name of his other leg. It was so funny. And then like the people behind us were like, they'd laugh at something and then they'd have to like talk about it for a moment, which wasn't distracting because they were just enjoying it so much. It was almost more fun watching the audience's reaction than it was watching what was going on the screen. It was just, yeah, it was just a weak plot, weak film. And then Aunt Bula, or Beulah, whatever you want to call her, Bula, she has some really like funny lines, but she's just not in it very much, and it's kind of like, I wish we had more of her. Like, they kind of used the same sort of punchlines that they used in film 1, really, and just sort of reused those. And then there was a lot of talk about cousins. Now, again, I know that the family thing is a big theme running through this film franchise. However, I'm just like, are we just piggybacking off, you know, the bear and the use of the term cousin and what have you in there? I don't know. It just felt a little bit like that. Maybe it's just because I finished watching season 2 of the bear. I don't know. So yeah, it was fine. Should you pay your cinema going money to go and see it? No. Wait till it comes to streaming, and then it's one of those where, you know, you can watch it while scrolling on your phone. You can watch it while laminating things for your classroom. You can watch it whilst catching up on some emails. You know, it's one of those films that you can just kind of put on in the background. I suppose it's kind of fallen foul of the fact that it's a second sequel. You know, it's number 3, and so it's never going to have the same level of money, and the people watching it are going to be those who already know the characters, who've come to the franchise because they want some more of that magic. And so yeah, so it's fine, it's harmless. Should you pay your cinema? No, don't. Just wait till it's on streaming or whatever it is. And if you're in the US, let me know. Is it already on HBO Max? As always, if there is a particular film you would like me to go and watch next week and bring my thoughts back to you here, then do let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope it was helpful. I will be back with more bookish content for you in the week, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that. And my movie review coming your way next weekend. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Woo!